So, these are the theoretical aspects to the interview, as to the theory behind what you need to prepare for interview and everything. Let us look into the practical aspects of how to face an interview and what skills do you need to ace an interview. The most practical aspect for you to ace an interview is, we had already discussed, that is non-verbal communication. It doesn't mean that verbal communication is not a big skill, but as I told, it is 30%, but still make sure your verbal communication is also good, your English is good, your articulation of sentences is proper. So, suppose, sir, do you want me to ask a question? Is a question with a question mark symbol. So, it is very informal. So, how you articulate, you can also talk to them, you can say, they will tell you, be relaxed, be calm. Why do they want you to be calm and relaxed? Because you cannot be you if you are not calm and relaxed. So, most of the interviews, majority of the cases, the interviewer will always try to make you and feel you relaxed and calm. Only then they can take you to the stressful situations also. If you are already stressed, if you are already anxious, if you are already nervous, there is no point in them to take you to the stress level again. So, they will always try to keep you relaxed and calm, and you should maintain that calm and composure for the total time of the interview. You don't get anxious in between, you don't get nervous in between. Understood? You don't give wrong body language signals or through your expressions or your gestures. Yeah, verbally you may definitely not say anything wrong, definitely, but non-verbal communication, because it will kick in, the moment you enter the interview hall, the interview room. True or not? So, what do you do when you enter into the interview room? You open a door. So, you would say, sir, may I please get in? May I please come in? Or by the time if you are opening the door, somebody is there and they are calling you, yeah, young man, please come in, please come inside. Then there is no need for you to ask, sir, may I get in? Or if your name is already called, then you can, yeah, possibly go and open and say, hello sir, good morning, good morning. If there are 3 people, if there are 5 people, so greet each one of them. You don't just greet who is sitting in the center, good morning, and just look at others, no. You say good morning, yes sir, good morning ma'am. If there is a lady, if there is a woman, you say good morning ma'am. If it is afternoon, you say good afternoon. Myself, Bharat Bhushan. So, then definitely say, yeah, come, please have a seat. So, how do you walk from the door to the seat? You walk in the straight line path. If it is this way, you just don't go like this and go like this. You walk straight to the chair, you stand in front of the chair and check that you are straight and your outfit, your dress is in correct position before you sit down. Just for a second, for a moment at 2 seconds. It should be subtle. It should not be something you go stand there and check your dress. No. You will be aware while you are walking whether your trouser is loose, whether your shoes are loose, whether your shirt is hanging over the shoulders. Be mindful of that. Even when you wear a dress also, when your attire, keep it formal, keep it fitting. It should not be too tight, it should not be too loose. The shirt, the shoulders of the shirt shouldn't drop from your shoulders. It shouldn't be so loose. Even here, anywhere. And when you tuck it in, it should not be half pouring out. It should be straight. It should be neat. Let me just show you that after this video. Just after this video, I will keep a full length and I will show as to how and everything. Just subtly and sit down straight like this. Don't be like this. Go sit down straight like this and keep your hands on the thighs. Don't keep your legs crossed. Keep them straight, pointing at them. Not like this, not like this. It's like this. And even the hands, you keep it peacefully on the knees. Keep it on the knees. Don't keep them crossed. Don't fidget with your fingers. Keep looking them in the eye, and whoever is speaking, look in their eye. If there is more than one guy, and if there is only one guy, keep looking him in the eye. So he will keep looking at you in the eye. As I told you yesterday in the non-verbal, when you are looking into the eye of the person, you keep looking and you can take an occasional gaze off in the same plane. Same plane, not up, not down. Keep that. And in order for you to maintain such kind of a gaze, adjust your head position as straight as possible. If you are a short person, if there is, you don't look at it like this in the eye of a person. It's definitely not possible. So you look straight. And even if you are more taller or very shorter, try to adjust that and keep the head as straight as possible. It's not so difficult because of the average height of Indians is almost 5'5" to 5'8", and most of them will be in the height range only. It's not too high or too short. It will not be mostly not a problem, but still keep this in mind. Okay, the chair of the interviewer may be little higher. Say suppose your chair is little lower. So, but you still try to be like this. Keep the head straight and keep them looking in the eye. So, when they start speaking to you or when you start speaking to them, look in the eye. There is more than one person, and if there is somebody who is asking a question first, answer them first looking in their eyes. Then go to the second person who had asked the question and answer that question looking in their eyes. You don't answer the first question looking into the eyes of the guy who asked the second question. They may try to confuse you or they may try to do that in an interview, but generally they don't do that because it is seen as very informal and rude. But whoever is asking that question, and you should be answering to that person looking in their eye contact. Don't lift your gaze or drop your gaze, just gaze off in the same plane. When they are especially speaking to you, keep them looking in the eye. So, when they take the gaze occasionally off, you also take it off. When they say tell us about yourself, keep a calm and relaxed face. How do you do all this? It comes with practice. Yes. Practice with yourself in the mirror. Practice with guides, teachers, parents. Then you can have such kind of relaxed look on the face. Be little smiling, not or so serious. It should be little smiling. Sir, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon. How are you doing, sir? I am fine. So now you tell us about yourself. So when you tell about yourself, who is the one who is asking the question, you look at them, but if there are other people also, you keep looking at them. If they are nodding at you, if they are looking at you, if there are three people, give glances to each of them repeatedly. Don't keep looking at one person only and ignoring the other two. See, you look at everybody. See, that shows the confidence. And you also give all these gestures, expressions and body language. They will be nodding at you, they will be like, yeah, good, fine. If somebody is not looking at in your eyes, you don't worry. You don't worry. You be in your own flow, you be in your own state of mind. When telling that, tell us about yourself. They will note down everything and they will ask you the questions accordingly. If they interrupt you in the middle, you try to pause it, keep it in the mind as to where you had stopped. See the trick. You might be telling about your parentage or your educational background, but somebody might shoot you a question. Just hold it in the mind and remember where you had stopped. You answer that question and you can continue from there. How all these things come? With practice. If you practice it thoroughly 100 times, 1000 times if the need be, yes, if you really want that job, you should be like every second, every minute, each, like if I say 1 minute 20 seconds, you should know at 1 minute 20 seconds what you will be talking. See the level of perfection. You can take it to any level you want. You can take it to any level you want. All it takes is the practice. So, when you say all that, tell us about yourself and everything, they will be asking you something that you already know, that is related to tell us about yourself. Now, remember this trick, that is with the eye contact. If they are asking you something you know or you don't know, never roll your eyes to the left and up. Keep this in mind. Because even if you do this and tell the truth also, they may be thinking that you are bluffing. They will take you for a ride, then they will make you step on those landmines. See, even if you are truthful, even if you are being honest, it is still possible to ruin an interview with the gestures like this. Don't use much of the hand signals. When it is in a formal setup, you only occasionally say something like hi, low, or there used to be a huge fields in our village, occasionally. But your body language is, you will be straight, your spine is straight, your head is straight, your shoulders are straight. You don't drop them, you don't lift them, you don't drop your head like this, or you don't say like this, or you will not be like this. You keep it straight, and you won't, when you sit, you will not be like this, never. Keep it straight, see here, and keep your hands open where they can see, simple. You don't sit with the hands under the thighs, definitely. You keep it on the side or keep it on the top, you keep them open. See, I am confident, see, I am not sweating. They will see, they will observe. And when they ask you something that you really don't know, don't immediately take the gaze off. Then even if you want to take it to the left, because it is definitely a question that you don't know, take it to the right, and that too not too up, just like this. It is something like you are recollecting from the brain. Try to move the try not to move the ball to the left at all. Yes. How does it come? Again, practice. Because you are listening, you are processing it in the mind, then thinking about it, you get a feeling, then you also prepare a reply also. Then and there. See, this is the art. This is the art. How will you be able to do something like that? If you have all the necessary skills in possession, including listening skills. Yes, you should wait for them to complete their question also. You cannot just presume or assume that this would be the question and start answering it. Don't do that. Listen to what they want to say completely and speak clearly and loud enough. Not too loud or too low. Loud enough. Enough for all of them to hear you. If you don't understand something they say, you would say, pardon me sir, could you please repeat the question? Pardon me sir, you were very quick, I couldn't grasp. could you please repeat the question? There is no need to show this thing like this, but you can say, sir, pardon me, can you please repeat the question for me again? Fine, because you don't presume that they had asked something like this and you start answering. It's a landmine. It's a landmine. You make sure what they are speaking to. You listen intently with a focus. That is why when you enter into the interview room, you shut the brain off to the outside world. Remember, because you need all your skills to be present, alert and available. You want some skill to portray, but it's not available because you are not alert. If you are not listening intently, if you are not listening clearly, no, it will be difficult. So, be mindful and aware of what's happening. Observe their body language. Yes, this is the next level. Eventually, you will do all these. In the first interview, it may seem like, oh my God, after coming out, you will be like, oh, it's over. It has been like hell. Oh, it's very, very pressure. What you say? It's very stressful for me. It may seem like that. But you will also observe them, whether they are interested in what you are talking, whether they are genuinely interested or are they bluffing. Yes, you also know, because accordingly you can change your tactics, your non-verbal communication. True. So, using these practical skills and practical aspects, it will be a cakewalk for interview skills, but all you need is practice, practice. Give mock interviews, give it to people other than your siblings or parents generally, because you generally don't feel nervous or stressful with your parents, definitely, except under some special circumstances when your mark sheets come, when your results come and everything. But for an interview, try to choose somebody who is nearby, who is a senior to you, okay, then ask them, please do a mock for me. Otherwise, you please approach us, we will do mock interviews for you. Okay, don't worry about fees and everything, we will not care about it. You first start approaching, because that attitude you see, to develop yourself, to improve, to sharpen, polish your skills, that is more important. And give proper mock interviews. Don't give too many mock interviews, it might confuse you. Give limited 2, 3 max, enough. That should be enough. And within that third mock interview, you should be able to implement all the things that we had discussed before the original interview. And imagine going into a first interview and like a pro, what kind of a signal would you give them? It's like, this guy is prepared, he is definitely not straight out of the college. See the impression. It means even within the college he had practiced, he has such an attitude. See how much does it convey. It's not just about doing a good interview or practicing. When you show it, the people will feel it 10x more, 100x more. It will give you, as I told, 100x in return. If you give a freshers interview, job vacancy interview like a pro, what does it convey? It conveys that you are working, you have the right attitude. Imagine this. This is more worth than whatever that we had discussed here. See, think about it. Can practice. Start writing, tell us about yourself. Start speaking it to yourself in the mirror every day. Then you come and approach guides like us. We will do the best we can do to shape you into the best person that you can make out of you. Okay, start doing it, try. You may think, oh no, I cannot speak looking into the eyes of the people, I am very shy and everything, and you stop preparing for interview at all, then how can you land in a job, my friend? So all these things remove from your mind. As I told, they are all distractions, diversions. You should know where you want to go, and you should know how you will reach there, what you will do to reach that destination. See, the certainty grows, you will understand, you will become aware. It's a process, but all you need to do is start, try and work on. Even for interview skills also, your speaking skills and writing skills are more than enough. Yes, only specialized things are there, little specialized and practical aspects of interview. Otherwise, if you are a good speaker, if you turn yourself into a good speaker and a reasonable writer, your interviews are through, will be through. Yes, imagine. Again, it's not something technical, it is again about listening, speaking, reading, writing with a little here and there. If you want to do public speaking, it is a little away from all this, but still it is also regarding the same. So whatever it is coming back to this communication skills. Get to the basics, the foundation, and all these things will eventually can be built upon it whenever you want. See, tomorrow there is an interview, you don't start practicing speaking, writing, reading today, no. You do that at least few months before. Yes. And don't think that, oh, when will I get interview call, first I'll have to clear the exam and everything, I'll see when it's time for the interview. You will lose it, because there will be a guy who is already working on it as we are speaking. See, everybody will be working towards their dreams. You also need to work, otherwise it won't come. You can say, oh, when will I go land in a job, when will I give an interview, we'll see that next year, I will see that in 2 years after and everything. Nobody can help you. Yes, because there will be a person who is dedicating 2 full years to crack an interview. Yes, that is a level of commitment, that is a level of dedication. If you don't do it, somebody else will be doing it. Simple. It's not like that employer uh, gets or gains something by recruiting you. He might recruit somebody better than you. Yes. So try to be that better. Try to be that best version. Don't compare, but it's still, that is the game. If in the running race, if the guys don't compare themselves with Usain Bolt and everything, how will they know how fast they are running? See, that's a benchmark. That's a standard that is being set. You can compare with that. Just don't compare yourself with each other person that you come across. Okay. So start working towards it. Look into the practical aspects of interview skills. Try to absorb them. Try to implement them. Practice. Practice, my friends. Practice. See, how could Sachin pull a shot so beautifully? How? How could MS Dhoni do that helicopter shot? How many times would you have practiced that? Imagine. Imagine. Even when you are doing it perfectly, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. See, that's the fun. But you need to first do it in a perfect way first. For that to happen, you need to practice it at least 5,000 times. That shot maybe. After that, it's a game. It's a play. See, that is about practice. Once you are done practicing enough, when you start cracking interviews, it will be a play. That is when the fun also begins. So you will start loving this process once you try. You should begin and go on with this journey, no matter what, no matter what. And any interview is crackable, because they are open to conducting an interview because they want to hire somebody. Yes, be that somebody. Make sure that you will be that somebody who they are going to hire. See, it's all possible. It's all possible. So, these are the interview skills, both the theoretical skills and the practical aspects of interview skills. So, let us know more in the comment section, and if anybody of you is looking for mock interviews, please feel free to contact us. The numbers will be shared at the end of the video, and kindly get to us for you to assist in any kind of guidance with this soft skills, communication skills, interview skills or anything. Let us look into the other soft skills that we had seen on the first day one by one in the next class. Signing off for now, Bharat Bhushan, Rallapalli.